LaMelo from Piscataway, his third straight triple.
The downfall of LaMelo Ball needs to be studied.
What?
This could be an overreaction to a couple of preseason games, but I do not think the Charlotte Hornets will be a train wreck this year. It starts with LaMelo Ball, and LaMelo looks like LaMelo. Simple. Other than not being an efficient mid-range scorer, LaMelo Ball is an elite offensive talent with his playmaking and three-point shooting. I think LaMelo is like tomato paste. Tomato paste is what elevates spaghetti and makes it delicious. LaMelo Ball elevates the Charlotte Hornets. When talking about his playmaking, he has incredible vision and makes great passes. His pick and roll reads are incredible. Here the Hornets run a double drag and LaMelo is reading Jalen Brunson. If Jalen tags the roller, LaMelo will kick it out for a wide open three. If not, LaMelo will throw the oop to Nick Richards, and that is an easy dunk. The great playmakers always put defenses in a lose-lose situation, and that is what LaMelo does so well. Same play, except the backside defender tags the roll. They do not want to give up the oop. This means LaMelo will either A, kick it out to Miles Bridges for 3, or B, take it himself and get an and 1. I would not trust Miles Bridges to hit a 3 if my life depended on it, and it seems LaMelo agrees as he finishes through the contact and gets the and 1. Here, the Hornets run their 1-4 step-up screen out of their 5-slot offense. Terry Rozier botches the switch, and this is a simple read for LaMelo as he throws it over the top and Miles Bridges finishes. Then you have LaMelo's three-point shooting. LaMelo can hit threes off the catch, off the dribble, and he can hit them from deep. This is what makes LaMelo unfair and a cheat code. Haywood Highsmith did not do his homework as he is going to play the gaps and help off LaMelo because he does not think anyone besides Steph or Dame can shoot from this deep, but LaMelo can. This insane three-point shooting opens up his passing even more. As the Heat close out aggressively on LaMelo, LaMelo attacks the closeout, kicks it out to Seth Curry, and Seth hits the 3. Brandon Miller is the perfect partner in crime for LaMelo because Brandon Miller can score with the ball in his hands and without the ball. Here, Josh Hart is going to get him backside help, and Trey Mann kicks it out to B. Miller and no hesitation, just drains it. Brandon Miller can also create his own shot. He can hit pull-ups going both right and left, and if he wants to, he can snake a pick and roll and hit a mid-range shot going to his right just like this one. These two are peanut butter and jelly, Romeo and Juliet, and if the Hornets want to succeed, it will be because of these two. New head coach Charles Lee is using what was successful with last year's Boston Celtics and incorporating it with this Charlotte Hornets team. It starts with 5-slot. 5-slot is where you have your center spaced at the wing. This takes the opposing center out of the paint. Remember, offense in the NBA is trying to figure out how to create advantages and spacing. Here, the Hornets run 1-4 step-up screen with LaMelo and Miles, and LaMelo gets to the rim and gets an easy layup. This can also flow into a slot-to-slot pass and then a DHO, as LaMelo comes off the DHO, gets to the rim, and draws a 2-shot foul. The Hornets also love running different variations of horns out. They start this Miami game running a play called Horns Out 77, and the Heat just guard this good. They see the double screen coming and switch the double screen and force a contested shot. This is Horns Out Spain League, the same Horns Out action, but this flows into Spain action. And look at Cat's eyes. He's looking for the back screen. But Trey Mann, instead of setting the back screen, just leaks out to the wing. Since Cat was focused on the back screen, he is in no position to guard LaMelo going downhill and fouls LaMelo. The Hornets want to be elite in transition. It helps when you have one of the best transition players in the NBA, LaMelo Ball. What makes LaMelo special in transition is that he can initiate the fast break, or he can run the floor and have a teammate set him up in transition. This one, LaMelo throws the outlet pass to Brandon Miller for an easy layup, and here, LaMelo is running the floor, spotting up and getting an easy 3 in transition. NBA fans complain that no one plays defense, but Charles Lee wants maximum effort on defense, especially from LaMelo Ball. This play, LaMelo gets beat off the dribble, but does not give up on the play, gets the strip and forces a turnover. At first, LaMelo does not recognize that the Knicks are running a slice screen to get OG open, but he notices it just in time to get a block. When it comes to defense, the Hornets will mainly be a team that runs drop coverage. If you are a nerd, you will like this because nerds like drop coverage, while there's other people that hate drop coverage. For me, I think it is about knowing what shots you are willing to give up. Drop coverage leads to more contested jumpers and less easy layups, but it also has to do with the ball handler running the pick and roll. I do not think it is the best idea to run drop coverage against Jalen Brunson, but hey, what do I know? Charles Lee also values gap defense to close off driving lanes. This is what Charles Lee wants. Miles Bridges stunts on the drive and you force Cam Payne into a 3-point shot that he will brick. Here, Rozier comes off the handoff looking to get middle, but Brandon Miller is in the gaps. The Heat end this possession with a contested mid-range shot. Even Uncle Todd Gibson plays good gap defense and forces a contested 3 from Jalen Well. Charles Lee has also done some cross-matching, putting Nick Richards on opposing teams' power forwards and Miles Bridges on centers. This is to roam and help off of bad shooters. Here, Nick Richards is matched up with Josh Hart. So on this Jalen Brunson isolation, Nick Richards can rotate over and block Jalen Brunson. This strategy is risky, as here Nick Richards overhelps off John Conchar, and this is lucky. Go buy a lotto ticket, John. But a player could get hot from 3 if you leave him open. My questions with this team has to do with the defense, mainly off the ball. I have seen this team get beat on cuts and ball watch too many times. Here, what is Miles Bridges doing? The dribble is picked up. Why are you falling asleep like this? You want the lights off? You want to go to bed? Santi misses the open 3 and the Hornets get lucky. Here, Bridges falls asleep and his man gets an easy putback dunk. Let's make this clear, this is not a Miles Bridges problem. It is a whole team problem. Brandon Miller is not immune to criticism, as he has gotten beat backdoor a couple of times. I understand you want to play the gaps, but you need to see man and ball. Easy cut for a layup. Here, he is ball watching and gives up an open cut to Desmond Bane again. Trey Mann could be a hero for Charlotte if the Hornets are good this year. He's awesome, but he has also been caught ball watching. These are similar plays that Miles and Brandon had. I also question if the Hornets have good enough role players to be a good team. I have no questions about Trey Mann. He has a role with the Hornets, and he is showing he can play. His handle is nice, as he shows it off on this play. Crossover through the legs, another crossover, and another through the legs floater. I like the rookie Tijan Saloon because his 3-point shot looks awesome. He's hitting some deep 3s, and he may be the Hornets' 3rd best 3-point shooter this year. Other than that, I do not like the Hornets bench. Finally, can Mark Williams be healthy? Mark, when healthy, will be so impactful for this team because of his connection with LaMelo in the pick and roll, and Charles Lee will bring the best out of Mark on defense by utilizing his length and athleticism on defense as a roamer. He needs to be healthy because with Nick Richards, the paint may be sweet. He can't anchor a defense. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like the video and subscribe. That would mean the world to me. And see you next time. Later.